Princesses wear their dresses, and I guess it's fine by me that what I get to wear is just so dull and unappealing. My stresses make their messes, and it presses down on me until I'm just a shaking ball of misery and dreaming. I wished upon a star, I wished I could find happiness. I waited for so long, and when I found my truest kiss, it opened up my eyes. I saw the lies they told for years. I'm no prince, and now I see I can be what I want to be. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be her. I'm gonna be free. I gotta be me. Enshrined inside my mind, I feel inclined to disagree with people who would say that I should bury all my feelings. I find I'm not aligned with what has been assigned to me, and I realize this fact has really left me reeling. I wished upon a star, I wished I could find happiness. I waited for so long, and when I found my truest kiss, they opened my eyes. I saw the lies they told for years. I'm no prince, and now I see I can be what I want to be. I'm gonna be there, yeah. I'm gonna be her, yeah. I'm gonna be free, yeah. I gotta be me. I wished upon a star, I wished I could find happiness. I waited for so long, and when I found my truest kiss, it opened up my eyes. I saw the lies they told for years. I'm no prince, and now I see I can be what I want to be. I'm gonna be there, yeah. I'm gonna be her, yeah. I'm gonna be free, yeah. I gotta be me. I'm gonna be there, yeah. I'm gonna be her, yeah. I'm gonna be free, yeah. I gotta be me.
Hang on, hello. Hi. Oh gosh. Yes. If anybody watching the VOD or something there, I'm starting a bit late because my body just was like, sleep, you need sleep? What is sleep? The sleep you're talking about, what is that? Hello Starly, hello Chaos, nice to see you both. Let me just check to see. Oh yes, a thing which I may have had for a few days, but if you're just a follower of my stream here and not a subscriber on Twitch, you will find out that you've got some emotes now from follower emotes, because Twitch brought that in, and yeah, I don't know when that came in, but that did. Oh gosh, you unsubscribe. Indeed. I'm going to have maybe a little bit of difficulty reading the chat from my usual place at the moment, because I've got something that's on the screen that's a little bit larger than I usually have on the screen. So it's difficult to see. I also changed the in the channel points the play live to just do a music thing, so they'll cover more things or the same things. Oh, hello West as well. Nice to see you. But yes, there's some good ones there, and obviously it's taking things off tier 1 and tier 2, but people don't pay for those levels anyway, so it seems like there's a little reason to have them around, and more emotes for the people and all that kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, so as I said, I've got a bigger thing on my screen than hello Stars, how are you doing today? You know, a person who has what? Sorry, I've just completely forgot what I said. But anyway, I'm doing something slightly different today, in that, I didn't feel like struggling with medieval again. This is going to be like a theme. I didn't feel like being on the hiatus. You have, but only earlier on and stuff like that. And if you wish to do it so again, you can do so. But unfortunately, there's there's no higher tier emotes and stuff like that for you. You alone have the power, indeed. But yeah, we're going to be doing some of this Forza 5s because I just kind of felt like it, and it's just really awkwardly like a huge size. I mean, I think I set it to be like 720p, but it seems a little big. You're okay, thanks. You're tired. That's okay. I'm tired too. This is why things have been slightly late and such like that. But yeah, those are my points of things to get out of the way to start off with. But yeah, we're going to be having a look at some Forza stuff. Unfortunately, we can't play the music in the game because, you know, copyright stuffs and whatever. You set up your PowerPoint, you can been selling your new timeshare. Oh no. So you've moved on from NFTs now, have you? That's okay. Forza, yes, we have some Forza here. But yeah, as I said, it's we can't play the music, and I kind of found some interesting things in the music that they kind of had to. Yeah, 45 minutes and the capacity to accept. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I can certainly accept guests. But yeah, I don't know about the setup on the screen here, whether that's gonna to stay around or whatever. Anyhow, I'll ignore the chat and say what I'm going to say. I'll come back to you in a moment. So, the music that's in there, I kind of noticed, obviously, you know, they kind of blank out some things. You can imagine to blank out like swear words and stuff like that, but they also blank out some other unusual things, like well, in was it It's Like That by Run DMC, they blanked out the word die. So the people, you know, people coming, people going, people born to die. They just blank out the die part of that. And in, was it Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys, they bleeped out the name of the planet. It's just like, it's very strange. It's like, you know, coming from Uranus to check your style or something, like whatever it is that they actually sing there. They blank out Uranus, and it's like, it's the name of a planet, people. Don't people know that? But anyway, it also kind of reminds me of, because I got this Forza through Game Pass, and I also was playing on Need for Speed Most Wanted, because that's a game I had some years ago and I enjoyed quite a lot. So I'm playing Need for Speed Most Wanted as well, and with that, they have Bonkers by Dizzy Rascal in there, and they blank out the word sex. And says, you know, where he says, all I think about is sex and violence. They blank out sex, but they keep violence. So I'm getting mixed messages here. Between Forza and Need for Speed, we've got them blanking out the word die and then blanking out the word sex, and it's just, and not violence, and it's just like, where are their priorities and things like that? Yeah, I don't understand here, Chaos. But yeah, anyway, so we got this. I've been trying to do a little bit of this festival playlist thing. The problem is with this game is they throw a lot at you at the same time. And so with this, you can see that I managed to get the DeLorean. Yeah, which is very good. I haven't got this other one, this AMDBS SL19 or whatever it is. Because I'm not quite sure it was registering my my points that I was getting quite right, because I'm sure at one point it was supposed to be 3 points, but it gave me 2. One of the things, maybe it's kind of just like still forgot about it. Yeah, this gotta smash them all thing. I did smash 100 cactuses, and I did that, and it's just like it's come back again. They did that, but you can ignore for ages. Yeah, I mean, it's just like they bombard you with stuff, and it's like, well, how much clothing do they want to give you this time around? Well, I got a bit. I can show you my character and that. But yeah, I've done these things here, and these other things I haven't done. I mean, especially like I think this top one here is very difficult. at least for me, to do. And so I could get like an extra 15 points from here. I mean, I've already got this Gotta Smash Them All, but it doesn't seem to count it. I tried to like re-get it, but it doesn't seem to have noticed it. So I don't know, something's broken about it. So there's an extra 15 there. There's an extra 3 here, so I've got an extra 18 if I do this. But this needs like co-op things or whatever. I don't know exactly, or a convoy, or it's I said, they just throw so much at you, and this I can't get until I get this Hall of Fame thing, and this one, Horizon Arcade, any event, they don't tell you what the goal is. This is the problem. I've been in like at least a couple or 3 Horizon events and whatever. I think I even had one of them which ended successfully, and it doesn't seem to have picked that up. So that's like, it's about 21 points that I could possibly get here, which I want to kind of add to this here, which will give us like, what's that, 21, so 29, 40. So I'll give you enough to get this other one if I can do this. You're eventually going to have to play this, but you're feeling you might end up going back to 3. Wow, so not even 4, just 3. But yeah, this is my first first Forza. And so if I come out of this here, we can actually see, can I see myself? So it's all about what they give you in wheel spins. Okay, well, you can just have a look and see what I've got here. The driving's always good. Okay. The menus, I want to go out of the menu. Can I? Why are you putting me back in the menu? What is going on here? Why is it? Forza, what are you doing? Do I go out this way instead? Gosh, what is it doing? There's maybe some glitchiness. I haven't like adjusted the volume level, so please tell me if the car's going brrrum, it's a little loud. Nice DeLorean, indeed I have a DeLorean. Unfortunately, when you go 88 miles per hour, it doesn't make you travel through time. Yes, but I've already like put the graphics down because my graphics card in the laptop here was getting choppy everywhere. I can put it on like the higher performance mode, but yeah, it's difficult. You know, available to buy, and the only way to get it is to a code. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the screen. This is the thing. I gotta learn from stars. So yeah, I've got skill points and things like this. But yeah, so anyway, if it starts getting choppy in that, then maybe we're gonna have to have some playing with some settings, or just have to stop playing it. But yeah, how much of this have you actually played, Stars? Because obviously I don't want to spoil anything for you if anything can be spoiled. You get cars, you drive cars. Yeah. As I said, I'm kind of like half paying attention to what I'm doing here. Oh gosh. Plus, this DeLorean's a bit slidey anyway. You've not played any of it. Well, how much of the story things do you want me to do? Because obviously I can try and avoid that if you want. Yeah, this DeLorean's very slidey. Let me get my map back. Let me try and find... There's this VW one called Vocha, which I've done a lot of. Avoiding story would be appreciated, yeah, but there's one with a VW here, which I think you'd like. But yeah, I've got a home here. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do. I'm just going to drive around a bit, because it's like... Yeah, I don't feel like struggling with...
100 yards.
Thank you, Anna. I don't feel like struggling with medieval today and cargo brrrum. So, you know.
You have arrived at your
My
destination.
house. What is this person doing in my house? My fancy house. Do I have to go? Hang on, out to the front to go into my house. I do. Yeah, so I'll try and avoid like story stuffs and whatever. This is the thing you get early on. Well, this is the house they give you. Well, they don't necessarily give you is the character customization. Because I've gone for this style at the moment. The whole very definite lesbian vibes going on here. Oh, yeah, I don't want to change things, but I got some stuff here. Got some pretty nice stuff here, but I felt, you know, oh, I got this one as well that I could wear, but it's all right. There's a bunch of other ones you can buy. Gosh, I don't know. Oh yeah, you can have robot arms and robot legs and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. So I've gone for the robot arms. This is pretty nice as well, but obviously 33,000. Yeah, I could buy it. Price points, FSC. Yeah, okay. Well, I haven't been looking at that. Well, that's quite kind of cute. Yes, it's this Forza dress-up game. Don't know. Maybe I need a different skirt to go along with that. Like some pretty nice jackets. And whatever. But moving on. $400. Oh gosh, that's a lot. I mean, there's got some pretty dresses and stuff like this. This is really nice. I quite like this. Very, very colourful ones as well. But you know, the kind of the ones I kind of wanted to like have here. It's like rare and it's locked and everything like that. Disgusting. Delisted. Oh right, you're talking about 3. Oh, Forza 3 DLC. Okay, I see. I see. I saw what you're talking about this game. I thought, wow, they were getting that early. I thought, you know, jeans. Oh, we're not going to go for jeans. I was wearing good shorts for a while before I got anything else, but we got a good skirt going on there now. Some baggy cargos or utility trousers, which are a bit sad. Yeah, got some torn ones as well, which look pretty neat. Trousers. So apart from the funky trousers, doesn't go with the top, I don't think, but they are funky trousers. And some other skirts. Yeah, this one's good, but it's that's quite a bit. It's very pretty though. I decided to go one that's slightly cheaper than other ones. That's the kind of style I have on mine. But that's good, but it would go with something else, I think. Yeah, that doesn't really go with my thing here. Get a lot of different socks and things, like these ones stripy, which are very good. I've got my bubblegum, or trans trainers as I call them, which are pretty neat too. I've also got some epic ones over here, green high tops, which are pretty neat. But I do like my trans trainers here, so we'll go for those. Or no, let's not go there. So I've got the adventurous hat. We can like have no hat at all and just have the rock the purple hair and stuff like that. Which is obviously purple hair. We can go for a bit take on me here with this here. They lost the licenses. So this is the take on me look here. Beanies and things like that. I mean, it doesn't look bad. You still look cute with the beanie. And I think I'd go for maybe this colour if I was going for one. Katie Barbie dress, indeed. And fancy hats, if you want your Adam Savage hats. Is there an Adam Savage hat? I think the one I've got up here actually is the Adam Savage hat, isn't it? These are more, trilbies. These are more hipster hats and stuff like that, aren't they? Let's see. That's pretty cute. Monster. Got to impress Ken, indeed. Where is Ken? I want to run him over. Get your monster energy. Oh, your Halo? No, it's not your Halo hat, is it? It's a motocross one. Heck Ken, let's heck him up. Cowboy hat. And yeah, oh, space out. This is pretty neat. It's locked though, unfortunately. What do I need to do? Contacting server. You have to buy it. You get the VIP thing to get a bunch of stuff. Okay. There's a Ken Block. I mean, Stars probably knows who Ken Block is. This one's a funky one. Sombrero, can I? Oh, here we go. Good sombrero. gameplay. Well, this is part of the game. Crown, I mean, I am the queen, but, you know, got some pretty funky sunglasses. Obviously, I don't have the pink ones. They just kind of gave me some red ones, so we're going with that. Yeah, I don't have a lot to go here. Yeah, I know. I got face masks if you want to wear face masks. I mean, I don't... You know, you play games to escape. I don't really want to wear, you know, face masks in game, even though that one's very colourful. Wear the luchador masks instead. Just casual. A casual luchador. Wrist, I got this fancy watch. I don't know what kind of watch it is, but it's a nice digital watch. I think stars would appreciate that one. You have other ones over here. Gymkhana series. Just okay. Oh, these are pretty neat. I don't know if you can see them on my my character. I don't think you can even see the watch on my character very well, whichever wrist they have it on. But yeah, you have these other ones here as well. Silver chunky watch. That is very good. But yeah, I mean, if we could see it well enough. Casio F91W is the digital. Nice. Some gloves as well, if you want to watch them, wear some gloves. But I thought it was, you know, not quite the weather for gloves here. Epic. This is definitely a look that we've got going on here. Of course, chicken. When it loads up. Here we go, chicken. Crash test dummy morph suit. My word, that is a fetish. It's got to be. Tux. Oh, she looks good in that. She looks very good in that. Let's move off that before I get, you know. Anyhow, we have Frankie Beaumont, whoever that is, but you can see the arms a lot better here. What else do we have? We got some other stuff. I think some wrestling stuff. See, hot pink and purple and gold. Very good. A bunch of emotes and stuff to do. So I've got this one for when I win. It's like, yeah, I'm cool. And this one just for starting up and stuff like that. Zentai, okay. Because there's plenty of other ones. I mean, I want this one. This one's cool. Colour, I don't know. Guitars, indeed. Casual, can't hear jazz hands all above me. Quick draw, DJ, roll up, fist bump. Here you got a bunch. Of course, dabs. Hotline. Whatever, jump on a freestyle. That's it. Wow. If I tried doing that, I would be in pain. But yeah, you gotta. Yeah. We got a bit of Macarena action. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, yeah, da, da. Hey, Macarena. Hi. No. Hi. There you go. Ah. My word, you can do that. Oh, I've got a bit of YMCA here, it looks like. A bunch of other stuff here. Shamon. Some funky dance moves going on there. Confused, that can be me. I don't know. Ooh! They have a stick. Watch out, everybody. Oh, they have a stick. But yes, I'm going for like a classic lesbian here, so. They have Sleepy. They should have Sleepy. I mean, if they do, I kind of might skip past it, but yes. There we go. So. Take Sleepy, yeah. What can we do? We've got plenty of things I think we can do that aren't aren't whatever. Let's have a look at the map, shall we? So this is the starting mission. I did have some problems. There was a thing running on here. I think it's an Asus thing that was running on my laptop, which was causing the game to just dead stop and crash and you know, quit out and stuff like that. But once I got rid of that, the stability's been pretty good. I've only had like one issue, which was when I was doing some of the online stuff. It just kind of like froze at the end of a match and stuff like that. This one I've done that. What is this one? Scramble. I could try and win this one. Can have a go there, but I don't know
when it is safe to do so.
if I need a particular car or whatever to do that. As I said, please tell me the car rooms are a bit loud.
Calculating route.
I don't think I want to race in this. Ugh. It's a little bit slidey, a little bit excited. Sounds fine. That's good. It's a little bit slidey, a little bit excited, and stuff like that. So we're going to go for another car here. I got plenty. You can like do, you know, your skill tree stuff here for your DeLorean and all your other cars and whatever. You can see eligible cars. Yeah, you can do that. You can have a bunch of other stuff here if you want to. You can have another wheel spin and things like that. But obviously you can save them up to do other things as well. Tunes, I've only got into like downloading the tunes, not into actually trying to do them myself, because it's like a bunch of sliders and things like that. Unless your ears are bleeding, it's not loud enough. Okay, but I can change one of my cars. So these are the cars that I have at the moment. Obviously, they've got the DeLorean there. Got a few Audis here. This will mean more to stars than it means to me. We got an Austin Healey Sprite Mark 1. It looks like mono back. Whatever. Z1 Roadster. It looked like it was more trans colours here, but you know, that's what I've got. I got my Chevrolet Stingray here, which I have coloured in purple because I like super tricks it out and whatever. This is kind of a pretty car, a 1953 Chevy. Very gay, yeah. You got Datsun, Dodge, Ford. This one came. Well, I picked the colour scheme for that, but I needed that for is that the drifting one? Because yeah, it's got a drift light. The drifting ones, they really drift. Some of these cars are very floaty. But Bronco, which is the Bronco? This one here. Yeah, it's pretty nice one. You got a Jimmy, apparently, for some reason, from GMC. Maybe that's why it's called Jimmy, it's GMC. You got your Hoonigan, Cosworth, whatever. Jag, XJR 15. Lotus Elise here, and an Elan. Mazda, like, I coloured it pink, of course. MX-5. I know stars would be very interested in that. But hot pink Mazda. Yeah. A Mitsubishi. This Nissan one, it's got like a galaxy paint job on it, and it looks really, really awesome. What else do we have? Yeah, a few other Nissans there. Peugeots, Porsche, Panamera. Good number of cars. Yeah, they just throw them at you. Oh, look at this shiny one. It's a very nice shiny one. Sagaris. And the Volkswagen Beetle, that's the part of the storyline one. You can get that there. 207. Yeah, was it how you had like a 306, I think? Didn't look anything like this one. Slightly more like this one, but less boxy. But yeah, so I want to go into the Nissan because I do like this one. So we can see it's a bit dark, so let's try and get into the light here. It's got a very nice paint job on it. So I picked that from a list of ones. But it's very Katie. It has a lot more control. Look at the brakes on that thing. Yeah, I kind of found out this is actually a game, a racing game where you actually have to use the brakes.
Turn right.
In a lot of racing games, I find the brakes are kind of optional, but here you definitely have to think about using them. Oh gosh, ugh, especially for corners like that. Brakes are quitters.
You have
Let's have a
arrived
go at
at your
this
destination.
Mulligan town scramble. Shift down. Well, you can't really. Well, unless I set that up, of course. Tackle a winding hillside trail through the heights of Mulligan, then wrap around through the narrow back streets of the town. Okay. Can I use my fancy one? It suggests using brakes in most racing games. Yeah, as I said, for like the Need for Speed thing, it's just like release the throttle or slide is kind of like what I find myself mostly doing. Okay, my thing here isn't recommended here. I could buy a recommended car, but no, we've got these other ones recommended. I suppose it's a bit of off-road action we've got going on here. So we want to see what our off-road scores are like here. Best off-road I've got is the Hoonigan here. Speed and acceleration, we've got 5 and 7. I think we're going good there. I've got picked by a hitchhiking guy, a very drunk person, a truck that was manual. He said the best way to... oh dear. Yeah. I've only been a passenger in one car, which I was pretty scared of. And the person in the front seat was a little bit scared as well. So at one point they actually held my hand because they were a bit scared. Yeah, that oof. It must have been making quite a noise. It will do. Yeah. You might stall at maybe the worst. Oh, you can see my number plate as well. My license plate, or however you want to call it. Quite happy with my license plate there. Let's go. And yes, I've already got chaos in here. I need stars to add me as a friend, so I can see her racing around in here as well. But yeah, the brakes on some of these tunes are very good. Having this racing line is very useful, mainly for the speed. Because I might find myself just kind of going a little bit too fast. Like here, it's all red and then nicely blue. So that's what the good brakes get you. Yeah, I will read chat after I've done a race. I just found it obviously can't really pay much attention to things very well. At least I can't when I'm reading chat. Oh, we got a bit of a slide going on. Hang on. Control. Here we go. Oh. Not elegant, but oh gosh. We got a bit of a thing going on here. Oh gosh. Try to look at chat then. It's not going to work. Oh dear. What happened? Yeah, it needs some slowing down for this corner. Because I found out if you don't do what it says, you just go whoosh off. And yeah, I don't like that the shininess of the road can get in the way of the driving line. Hey, you little butt, get out the way. Out of the way! Oh gosh. Yeah, apparently the horn that I got is the theme from, I think, Ori and the Blind Forest. I haven't played it, so I don't You know what kind of game that is? But it goes like this. Oh gosh, trying not to distract myself too much from the racing. I don't know how that one car in front has managed to get ahead of me. Gas Matty. You... Ugh. I can see you saying cute, West. Okay, second. Can we snatch? First. Oh. Will we keep it? At the corner? Look at them behind me. Checkpoint, I've got another lap to go. Okay, brake, brake, brake. Thank you. Here we go. Brrr. I'll go bro, and I go bro as well. Okay. We got there. Where are they? They're a reasonable distance behind, but no time to get complacent. So yeah, sometimes you can kind of ignore the marks slightly, but other times it's like, nope, you have to do exactly what we say. Oh my gosh, they're catching up. They're catching up. Race better, Katie. Race better, or at least cut them off. Here we go again. Oh gosh, traction. Brake. Here we go into the core. We've got the checkpoint just about. Slow. No, don't calm down. Calm down. Here we go. Thank you. Level out. Finish. And here they are. And there they are. Oh, watch out. Don't do that. No showboating. I shall read the chat after I've had a little bit of a drink. Oh no, about the indicating there, stars. Yeah, when I play the game finally, yes. Cool. There's times to listen to the racing line, times to ignore it, okay. The best option is to only use the brakes when you have to. Taking your foot off the gas and letting the car slow is the best. Yeah, in real life, because of, well, if you got a like electric car or half electric, whatever they call those, they have regenerative that braking, where you get some energy back through it as well. Keep it sad hybrid, that's what they call them. Keep it sad platformer. Okay, cool. I agree, cars, so gentle braking anticipation much better than mashing, accelerating, slamming. Yeah, winning. Yes, I did do a little bit of a win. Did I put what tiers did I put my emotes in? I don't know if I put the GG in. Oh gosh, in the I can't see what emote things I put them in. Let's go back to here. You train hard to never hit the brakes if you can. Ice curls now, brakes again. Yeah, on some of those corners though, I found out that brakes is just the way you have to go. At least for me. Maybe that's because I'm just a terrible noob. Got a lot of ticks, got a lot of points and things. Look at all these things flashing up. Doesn't that tickle your whatever part of your brain that enjoys that kind of thing? We'll go spin. What am I getting here? Ooh. Yeah! What's that? A tank pool? My word. It's a truck. Mercedes-Benz. Assistant, so if you want to drive out, fix and braking, that you don't have to. Okay, well I'm just kind of like doing stock as it is. I got a little thing pop up to say that I got a Forza Edition car through a wheel spin. Get some gamer points.
Hey, Katie.
Hello.
Guess who's halfway towards securing funding for our next adventure?
Is it? Oh, it's you.
That would
Okay.
be me. Boom. Oh, sorry. Everyone thinks your driving is very impressive too.
Of course they do. So yeah, that's Haley. We also have somebody called Rami who might speak to us, and gosh, is it Alejandra as well? Or is it that somebody? Did I get that right or not? This is really the options, yeah. But yeah, this is the Hoonigan one that I've got here. Huh? It's got like monster logos all over it and everything. But yeah, let's see what else we have here. There's this one which you can do a ramp. Let's have a look at this. This is like I think part of the seasonal thing.
In 200 yards, turn left.
See, I'll just do it like a demo of not following this line. So if I just release off here and try and turn around, it's like wide turning circle, wide turning circle. Obviously in a race where there's barriers, that's not going to work so well. Oh, yeah, you can kind of do that. These kind of turns, though, yeah, you're slamming.
Turn right.
Come on, slam. Turn yourself to jam.
Turn right.
If you try and like slow a little bit beforehand, it can kind of work, but obviously you lose the speed and stuff. Strange enough, braking can make you go faster. You can go faster on these bits, slow down for when you need to go around here, then pick up speed again. But yeah, I don't know if it's just me or whether it's just, you know, controllers or the way they have them set up usually. It's I found a hard time doing like, especially like subtle movements along like a driving line like this. Because like trying to follow this here. Oh gosh, slow down. Yeah, round the corner.
400 yards. Turn right.
This is a very nice environments and stuff around here.
Turn right. Turn right.
Where are we? Oh, here we are on the runway. We need to build some speed though, so we need to go back over here. Oh gosh. Take out the generator.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
This is pretty good at acceleration and stuff like that. Takes a little while to get to the top speed and stuff like that though. So yeah, we need all this to run up. We can do a drag race here. But first, to go up the ramp that's over here. So just building up some speed, you know. Casual, just a casual thing here. Yeah, trying to nudge slightly. You can kind of nudge slightly on this and not go wildly out, but there's obviously the springs and stuff in the controllers and stuff like that. And here we go. Was it 149?
You have arrived at your destination.
Whee! It's not as far as I have got before. Though apparently it's a 3-star. I'm the top 100 on the leaderboard, but it's like top 100 of one person at the moment. I think maybe some of the online stuff is not quite working. But yeah, that was a good jump. So if we go around again, we can have a look at the drag race. I might not use this car for the drag race. Map. Stop dead. There's the drag race thing here. Let's aim for that. Of course I could drive through the woods.
Amiga.
Hello.
It's ready.
Really?
You can come down and collect the escort now.
I've got an escort. Pause mid-drive. My cars. This is a car collection here. Because I get the barn find things as well. So, oh, that's the. Is that my other thing? There we go. That's where I got my DeLorean. It's a Citroen. It's not a Citroen DeLorean. It's a DMC. You know that. Because it says right there. But yeah. Oh gosh. You're a DeLorean, my word.
In 400 yards.
If you go 88 miles an hour, do people see some serious stuff? Look at those mountains, they're very pretty.
Turn sharp left.
DeLorean Motor Company, yeah.
Turn around.
Where am I going? I'm turning
Safe
around.
to do so.
Yeah. E-brake. Ugh. What happened? What the heck was that? Ah, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening with this? What is happening with this lighting? John DeLorean. Nice. I wasn't just imagining that, was it? That lighting was very, oh gosh. Hang on. Can we get there? There we go. Enter event. Derelict runway has a new lease of life to 1 mile drag strip. Runways are especially hard wearing, so even without maintenance, it survived pretty well. I want to choose one of these. It's the one I'm driving, yeah, the current car, so it's okay. But I don't think it's got a great top speed. Then my Nissan might, though, because my speed is what 7 and my acceleration is about 8. I don't think any of these are going to match that, apart from maybe the Roadster here, but that's not matching the top speed here. So go with the Nissan, and you can have a look at how fancy that one is. Look at this car. Got shiny wheels. Look at them wheels. It is very nice. I like the flecked paint look. Starting grid, me and another car. No, a bunch of other ones here. Apparently there's a Chaos Ninja on here, but there you go, 814. There's a few that are higher than me, like this Mr. Jams here and Ico Kitten and stuff like that. You can like change difficulty as well if you want to. Some of them are set difficulties and such. Of course, you can go in tuning, but I've already done a tune on this one. That's why it can go quite as fast as it can. Oh, the one next to me there. The one on the left is nice. Come on! Out of my way. Are we ramping? We're going to be ramping at the end. Yeah, the finish is over here. We're just going short of the ramp, it seems. There we go. Don't think it gives them much chance to slow down. But yeah, I mean, that's just like, what tune have you got on your car? So, back on the drag strip again. You had the link things as well. You can talk to people for whatever reason. Yeah, Anna, who can tell you stuff. So I don't know what most of these things are. It says there, you know, disable head-to-head. I don't even know what the head-to-head is. Talk to people? No thanks, indeed. Well, let's just have a little drive around, shall we? That's the ramp. Let me... So you can see on the side here where the radio would be playing what songs are kind of on some of these. Danger sign. But yeah, they've got got some boards that I haven't got that I can see. I'm top 100 in the leaderboard. They go away very quickly. That's another complaint I have as well. Those messages that pop up that says press X. It's like, oh, I just noticed them. Press X and it's gone away already. The scenery here is incredibly nice. There's a volcano, I think it is. You can go up. The caldera. Very pretty. Let's go off-road a little bit. I mean, this is not an off-road car. Let's go off-road a little bit. Whee! You can. Cool. I might need that because it's a little fast. Okay. There's a board here. Oh, it's on... it's that one. I think. No, this is a different one to what I'm thinking. There's a fast travel. I'm not quite sure what the fast travel boards are either, because it said at the start they just bombard you with so much information. It's like they might have told me what the fast travel boards do, but they're probably like giving me like 2 other missions at the same time. How do I get to that? I need to do like a leap over here or something? To that. What run-up do I have? I have a bit of run-up there. I might be able to do it, because I can't see any other simple way to do it. I don't think you can get enough of a ramp from those fields over there. Let's have a look. Maybe there's a lip here to get a ramp. Oh, I can possibly do it. It's a bit smooth. Not sure. What's the run-up like here? Look, I'm camouflaged. Also, you might have heard it just then. There's a kind of like an annoying like whistling sound you get occasionally in the game. I think it's part of the environment, but it's quite annoying. Okay. Let's try and line up first. This. Get a bit of speed. Don't know if it's going to be enough of a ramp. Kick. Ugh. Don't know if it's going to be enough of a ramp. Thinking that hill is probably the one we want to go for. Close, yeah. Like I said, I'm thinking maybe it's that bump there we want to go for. How much of a run-up do we need? Let's give it a test from here. And line it up. Just kind of looking at the map to try and align things there. And give it a kick. Hit. I was not lined up. Let us go back. I mean, Stars, you were saying in my last stream when I mentioned that I was looking at this and stuff like that, that you would like to see me play it. So what kind of things, or just, yeah, what kind of things would you want me to play, or would you just want me to like generally play? Kind of line it to the side of that one thing there, I think. Oh gosh, the reverse on here is a little temperamental. Either my controller or the game or the car. I do like they had the pun of smacked us for running into a cactus. Oh no, I'm well off here. Ah! Gosh. That Katie. Can't go straight to save her life. Okay, cool. One job, indeed. So, hang on. I'm looking at too many things here. Yeah, I want to kind of aim there-ish. I think if I get the speed, I'm going to do it. Did anybody see what speed that was? Maybe I'll have to come back to this later, but yeah. get. If we launch ourselves, we can't get speed. Oh, we've got a hill here. That could be good for acceleration. But look at these views. I mean, the English one is very nice. You know, Forza 4 set in England was very nice. But some of these views here, pretty exceptional. I'm just at the wrong angle here now, aren't I? If I can't, well, I can kind of like come down like this and maybe angle myself around to I can't take out the posts. Hang on. Take out the posts. No, they're pretty solid. Yeah, I might have to look at that some other time now. There are other things to look at around here, like a bunch of the XP boards around here. So let's try going to that one.
In 400 yards,
It's a nice little,
turn right.
Outdoor cafe kind of situation going on there. Speed cameras, watch out for flash. No, they're not speed cameras. Oh, they're the start of something. Yeah, you have little courses to do like speed things through or drift things through.
Turn left.
Roads where we're going, we don't need. Oh no, that's not.
You have arrived at
It's
your
not this car.
destination.
Where is it? There it is. $3,000 skill points. Bye bye tree. Yeah, this is a drift zone, which if you go to the start, you can like do some drifting through. Right, there's a skill board over here somewhere. Over here. Got it. Oh, calm down, calm down. Car got a little excited there. That's a pretty building over there, the curved one. Ah, gosh. Pay attention to the road, Katie. Oh, look. Playa. Or beach. Ah, it's a cruise ship. Let's see. Yeah, there's a very fancy around here. Let's see if we can see any crabs. Any crabs? Crabs anywhere? No. Yeah. So I found out with one of them, you can really throw the car around with that kind of thing. Some boats. Just some boats. Surfboards. Ugh. Doing a bit of sightseeing, really. I'm driving along the beach. Oh, there's another cruise ship over there. There's a big hill. Let's go to the big hill. Oh no. Okay, straight line. There you go. There's another drift thing over there. Ugh. What's up the big hill? Oh, this is the ramp, isn't it? Or the danger sign. Oh, hang on. There's a... Let's clear these out of the way. You can clearly see what we're doing. Gosh. Take the I don't think so. So, there's a sign up here. Thinking maybe... Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Maybe we want a bit of ramps. No, we can't really ramp up here. This is a bit steep. Gosh. Uh-oh. Kind of stuck. There's only one way to go, and it's down here. Hang on. We're getting there. We're getting there, everybody. We'll do the wiggling. We'll get there. Oh, here we go. Yay! Ah, why did they reset? I'm back up here. Anyhow. So is there more of a slope here? There is more of a slope there, and there's a road there as well, which might help to indicate. Ugh. Okay. Okay. If we just try and drive up here. Hi. Do we want to go up here? A bit of a weak turn there, but let's try again. Some of these, tricky. Maybe I need a different car. It's possibly what we're learning here. But yeah, there's that board up there. There's another one over here.
Turn around.
Go over to that. Apparently I can go along the beach. Oh gosh. Nice view, but It's okay, we can take the shortcut.
400 yards. Turn left.
Look at the brakes on this. Almost.
Turn left.
And that's what happens
400 yards.
when you don't use the brakes
Turn
properly.
left. Turn left.
Yeah. Oh gosh, slow up. There we go.
In 400 yards. Turn left.
Why would I follow the wobbly line when...
Turn left.
Oh gosh. It's in here. There it is.
You have arrived at your destination.
Boom. They do have a very nice fountain here. Green. Of course, they have the little photo thing as well. So if you really want to angle things up and get a nice photo of things, which is zoom, that's the zoom. Do you want to get more of... I'm not really good at framing photos and stuff like that. Maybe I'm just parked in the wrong place. But let's go over here instead. I want to go upwards. I don't know if there's an easy way to actually just like raise up and stuff like that. Oh no, here we go. It can raise up. There we go. The triggers. Okay, with not focusing properly. Zoom is this one. It's an okay shot. Plus you've got all this other stuff you can do as well. if you really want to. But yeah, let's exit that at the moment, because I don't really take pictures when they tell me to take pictures, because otherwise I don't know what I'm doing. What else do we have? You know, some more boards to smash or stuff like that. No, we've got a race around here. What is this one? Oh, this is one of the seasonal ones. I need a super hot hatch. Do I have a super hot hatch? Let us see. Super hot hatch. Yeah, what super hot hatches do I have? I have this Ford Focus, which is an A700, and that particular race needs an A800, so I might need some tuning up and stuff like that. Actually, go back to this. Select it.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And go for it. See what it's like.
400 yards. Turn left.
I can see the destination thing right in front of me. Why would I follow the road?
200 yards. Turn right.
Turn right. Oh gosh. Ah. And slow. Do the thing, do the thing. Yeah, got it. Solo. Oh, this is one of the ones that opens up a different bunch of things. I'm not quite sure exactly, because they don't explain that. They just go, boom, boom, boom. There's some things on the map there now. I think they might have explained it earlier, but as I said, when they explained it earlier, I had Haley and Rami and whatever telling me stuff, so it's like, okay. So, you can look at tuning, but I don't know. I mean, I need to unlock all these things to actually be able to do that. And you can do something out of. I can do something with the acceleration here. So if you like crank that up a bit, it'll show like there's things on the side and simulate other things. I don't know exactly what I need to do to change the rating of things. I go into the tune browser to try that, but I need to buy other bits of kit and stuff like that. The setup manager, something different. Apply and save. Oh gosh, there's so much to look at. No, I don't want to apply it. We'll just try and do a race. See how it goes. I know my comparison's optimal here, but yeah, the acceleration on this is suffering a little bit, I feel. We've got a bit of a drift going on. Oh gosh, calm down. Oh wow, well, yeah. Checkpoint missed, it's going to say. So let's go back a little bit further than that. You had a bit of an accident. Oh gosh, a bit of an accident. Oh gosh, this car is way too slidey. Okay, well, I'll read that in a bit. Not that I'm doing too well at this. Oh, look, I've got a level up. Yeah. The thing is, if I drive well, can I win in this car? Just try to do a bit of driving well. Going, oh gosh, a bit uncontrollable. They are getting out very far ahead of me, and saw from the starting line the acceleration on this is not so hot. Just might be the stock family car we've got here. This is very prone to doing some drifting as well. Maybe that's our key. Can we do a nice sideways here? Oh gosh. We might have been able to. Control. Can we have some control, please? Thank you. Oh no. Wow. Sometimes, I don't know if it's just me like losing attention, but sometimes it just like drift off the track like that. Talking about losing attention, there was one race on here which is like 16 minutes or so long, which was quite a surprise. I didn't imagine it to last that long, and after about 10 minutes I was starting to have my mind wander and pay less attention to the actual track. They are well ahead of me, aren't they? I don't know if it's possible to win this car as it is. Oh gosh. This is why they have like class ratings and stuff like that, isn't it? So I know this isn't optimal. Let us quit event. Let us try to do some tuning and stuff on this to get it at least up to the minimum level, the 800 that they want. I don't know what where the numbers come from. Look, my link. I can say, let's do this drift zone. Oh, somebody else can come in here. But yeah, if you want to do the drift zone, this is not the right car for it. But you can come. I'm just skidding down here. Didn't even start it up. I don't know. This is one of the things. It's like I'm not quite sure exactly. Maybe I was in the middle of the drift zone, and that's why I didn't start up. I need to be at the edge. Yeah. Let's find the end of it. Because this car can do drifts. It's just not the best car for it. Yeah, this is the one I was trying to do earlier. I think this is the one they have for one of the seasonals. So they see it on the map. If you look at the corner there, it shows the start of the drift zone. So you just basically drive up to it. And you start drifting and stuff. And you find a nice corner. If you've got a big, nice, fast, drifty car, get some good sideways action here. Oh, sorry. As I said, hard to pay attention when you're racing, and then hard to remember afterwards. Let me. Oh no, wrong way. There you go. I don't know if that's the... Yeah, let's look at the leaderboard thing. It's like your leaderboard, top 100% of one players. Anyhow, what is that saying? Okay, when you want to drift, you want to turn off traction, yeah. The acceleration, deceleration, the differential of how quickly it locks the diff or not, how fast... It's not how fast the car accelerates, okay. Turning off traction control will help you a lot. Yeah, I mean, kind of some of this stuff is like I want to do it badly to kind of figure out what the kind of basics are. Oh gosh, I kind of skip past that one. Let's do a wheel spin. I have a new emote, yay. Now what I want to do, cars. Tune car. No, I don't want this one. Setup manager. I don't even know what all that is. I know that I can do a certain thing. Like if I go, is it to either like the festival site or my home or something, they can do various things. Let's try this.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
But I appreciate your assistance and stuff like that. It's just at that current point I wasn't trying to do it properly. So if I'm going to try and do it properly, I want to actually have a proper look at it. Hang on. Trying to drift with TCI isn't going to help you with the basics. Okay. Yeah, well, it's like kind of more about knowing the boundaries and stuff like that, I guess. Like knowing what things are capable of and stuff like that.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Ah, gosh.
Turn left.
Ah.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh dear. Right, so here. There's a thing to say about the bad habits thing, but what we can do... Oh, we've got a barn find thing over here. Which one? This one. An escort. It's been
Uncle Victor
added.
said it was like meeting an old friend again. Take good care of this one.
Okay, so this is a thing we've got now. Looks like this. So, upgrade and tuning. There's an auto upgrade thing. You can try to get it to like the A rank thing, and it'll try to automatically fiddle around with things. Are you sure you want to buy and install the parts? It gets up to the 800. We get more of that stuff. The weights, the peak power, and the lateral Gs. We get more. So let's do that. Because obviously you can buy tunes that other people have made and stuff like that as well. But just like something as simple as this, just to getting up to the, the class minimum. You want it all and you want it now, indeed. So, I want to go back over to this one here. There is the fast travel thing, isn't there? I don't know if I can do a fast travel to this, though. Some of these things you can. Yeah, you can do a fast travel. I can do a fast travel to right here and spend a lot of money doing it. But no.
When it is safe to do so.
Ooh. This feels a little more responsive. Okay, I've got a new car that I can look at here. It's doing a load. Here we go. Racing Escort. Yeah. Didn't jump me to it. Okay. Oh, gosh. Here we go. We're going the right way. Oh, you can do a drag strip on the festival thing there. Speed camera down here. I don't think this is going to do like terribly well at speed cameras. Yeah. 13 miles per hour more. I could have done that, but I wasn't really seriously trying to do it. Okay. This definitely has a lot more acceleration now.
You have arrived at your destination.
I have arrived at the destination. Continue event, yeah. Let's do that. I will use the car I have. Zoom zoom. It did do a zoom zoom, didn't it? I said it already feels faster, so I'm guessing we're going to get a better start here. I know, what I'm trying to say about doing it worse and then doing it better is, it's kind of like if you want to know the way to somewhere, maybe like walking there is better than, if you can, walk there is better than driving there first, since you'll have more of an idea, a bit more time to look around at different things and stuff like that to get an idea of where things are, if you drive slower or stop occasionally, But I'm still being left behind slightly here. but this is better. I'm not going sideways as much either, so this is good. Oh, no, hang on. Ah, we've lost it. We've lost it. I did the exact same thing before, didn't I? So I don't know if it's because I was ignoring the... Gosh. I'm trying to... It's saying that's the right speed to go through there. But it's really not, is it? At least not in this car. I'll read that in a bit. Gosh, yeah, we definitely weren't able to slow down enough there. Still some problems with controlling this, I feel, but yeah, it's like, why you go sideways there? What's going on? Ugh. Now, there's definitely a group there that's pulling ahead, and I don't know if my car as it stands can be part of that group or not. Though I do seem to be catching up slightly, so maybe just some better driving and less of that. We need to brake a lot for this corner to actually get around it. And yeah, there we go. Even though that one kind of raced ahead a little bit, we managed to get ahead. Round, round, round. Gentle, gentle. Take it easy. Okay, there we go. We've got a bit of sideways action going on. Yeah, I think these ones at the front here, they seem to have a little better acceleration than me. Oh, gosh. I mean, I could go for like the super uber tune and stuff like that, but then that makes it a little easy, you know. Gosh. I'm guessing it's all the water on the ground that's making it a bit slidey. Yeah, gosh. That group of drivers ahead of me, especially if I do things like that, are, yeah, out of my league at the moment, I feel. Possibly just from a skills perspective. Because there's a lot of accidental sliding I'm doing here. And correction I'm having to do. And that's a finish. Yeah, I could have beat those two. But that front group, I'm not sure. But anyway, let's see. Boop. Slower, less powerful car. Leaving traction control in. Oh yeah, if I want to do the drifting, yeah. If I want to do the drifting specifically. Let's replay that. Do I want to restart the event? Well, I am very low on here. I'm guessing it'd be a good idea. Yes, restart the event. Oversteering. Less steering, smoother movements. I will try. Oh. Yeah, that is not smooth. Hey! It's playing dirty there. I mean, really, there's a certain amount of steering I have to do. So, I'm not sure of the instruction of less steering or whatever it was. I may have misunderstood it. Maybe because I'm trying to overcompensate or something like that with the steering. They are way out ahead, aren't they? Even though I haven't made any like drastic problems at the yeah, that I knew that was going wrong. It's just that you have to make very tiny movements to do it. I'm guessing there's settings for that, but I don't know. Sometimes you try to change these things and it's like, no, actually that was the best option. They are way out. They're further ahead of me this time, aren't they? I don't feel like I'm doing any worse. They definitely seem a lot further ahead of me, don't they? The issue is there's lots of different variables here at stake, so it's difficult for me to tell. If it's something I've got wrong in the setup, or if it's something I've got wrong in the driving. Because they are way out ahead, aren't they? And they definitely weren't before, when I seem to be doing better. Or worse. I don't know. Wow. Sorry. Ah, gosh. Difficulty setting. I would have to know where to look for that. Hang on, let us restart here, because I think you can get some difficulty settings through there. As I said, the thing is, there's so many things to tweak. Like difficult here, you've got all this to change. They are highly skilled, but they, you know, this is because this is, as I said, it's on the side, this event uses a forced drive tire difficulty and cannot be changed because it's part of the seasonal thing. So they're very good. Driving assist preset, automatically adjust the driving assist below to create the gameplay thingy. So I've got anti-lock, whatever that means, steering, standard, whatever that means, traction control is on, stability control is off, shifting is automatic, driving lane is full, damaging tyre wear is cosmetic, and rewind is on. I mean, obviously I know what the rewind does. I know that I didn't know you could have like non-cosmetic stuff. I am. But assists, that's just a preset version. So the braking, assisted braking will detect if you are approaching a corner at too high speed and attempt to slow you down. ABS requires the driver to apply the brakes, but helps alter brake pressure to maintain maximum braking force at the threshold. So this is helping me. That's anti-lock on, anti-lock off. That's assisted. Stability control would help, and well, I can't turn down the difficulty, as I said. This is one of the seasonal things, so you have to have it at the specific difficulty. The settings are fine. So what was the one you said? Stability control. What is that one? When the system attempts to keep the car from spinning out under difficult cornering conditions, the onset of oversteer triggers the stability management system to apply braking force to the individual wheels. Okay, that could help. Yeah, I don't get a bonus, but you know, I don't really want a bonus. I want to be able to play the game. So I save that there. We'll start this. Try this again. Here. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, they put them on the map, right? It's like, how am I supposed to know things when they just, as I said, throw all this stuff at you and don't really teach you any of it. Okay, slightly more control there, but that might have been just me. Yeah, it can still skid out like that. Hey. They're definitely getting way ahead of me, aren't they? They are so far ahead of me. This is not going to work, is it? Let's quit. Ah dear, just do whatever annoys. I'm not trying to. That's the problem. Yeah, right. I find this in my best interest. Since when have you expected the game to hold your hand? A lot of games do. Oh dear. A lot of games do. But as I said, this is just a real blast of information. And there goes somebody just there. So let us instead. Because obviously if I want to try and like learn some things, I kind of want... What was the one we changed? This one. I'll change that back to where it was because, you know, I just kind of want that. Want that there. So, if I can't do the seasonals and I can't do the story things, let's see what this one is. This is board smashed. So I haven't smashed that board, but that's one of the ones where I was having trouble reaching, wasn't I? Trailblazer Stargate. Let's go and see what this is, and let me change out of this car into something more comfortable. Where's my Nissan? Nissan? Here we go. Yeah, I want it delivered to me. Why'd you ask that? If it says no, would you just like not give me the car? I don't know, I haven't tried it, so... They forgot to put the engine... Oh.
I met some American collectors at the festival last night, and they said they were close to tracking down a stone-cold classic right here in Mexico. So I was thinking, if we find it first...
In 400 yards, turn sharp right.
Indeed. As I said, yeah, there's just these people interrupting like, hey, you could do this, or hey, you could do that. It's like, fine. I mean, even things like, at least the first Grand Theft Auto things. Oh no, Grand Theft Auto games. They like give you like a few missions, maybe one or two, and let you do those before you went on to the next ones and stuff like that. Here it's just like, no, here's everything. I understand that it might frustrate some people.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
But, I can only understand so much.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
Oh, I'm going here. What is this thing? Oh gosh. Trailblazer, what is this?
Destination.
I'm going over there.
To a trailblazer. Now all you have to do is hit the finish gate.
Okay.
Go, go, go! Trailblaze. What did you think? I love these events. I hardly have to do anything.
2 stars. What are we saying here? You can use the map option to limit what it shows. Yeah, let me have a look at that. I mean, what we got? No, that's a treasure map thing. It's a filter. There's a filter button on other things, but on this one, the filter button is this one, which I can't do from the controller because I think it's. I don't know what button that is, but I think it's this one, which closes the map. So I can do the one that's on the keyboard, which is the page down instead. But the problem is, obviously, with that as well, is there's like all these. It's like, how am I supposed to know which ones I do want to do and which ones I don't want to do? I think people are just not understanding it and that. But that's fine. What is Wes saying anyway? Caddy. Oh gosh, that would require me knowing what that means. Let me just do a lookup of that. Caddy is understanding. It's like, do you understand? I'm guessing that is then. But I had to look at the one word, but. I can do that here, but I don't want to do that there. I don't want the mouse on the screen. Oh gosh, no, I'm doing everything over here. Oh no. It's like something about flowers, but... Gosh. You're asking me at the wrong time. It's West here. I'm already flabbergasted with a bunch of other things. Gosh, I think I feel I should know the Dango part of it. But, gosh, I'm going to have a look it up now. Dango. If it wants to search. The dumpling. Flour dumplings? It was that the phrase that Starly was trying to show me before. Gosh, there's a Horizon Arcade thing, which is like, oh my gosh, what is that thing in the middle there? Yeah, I'm too far away from it to go there, but that was like, you know, the thing that it depends on other people to win it and stuff like that as well. Actually, we have a race up here. What is, oh gosh, this race? A sprint. I Heart Road Racing. Let us go to that one. It's doing this again. Why is it doing this? I mean, usually I just use like the controller and stuff like that.
When it is safe to do so.
But I think it gets confused slightly. Dumplings are black, yeah. Like practical gifts over aesthetic.
In 400 yards, turn right.
You know, sometimes I just feel like the experience I have with the world is not the experience that other people have with the world.
In 400 yards, turn
And I
right.
try to explain, and it's just like, you'd rather than bring some flowers. Oh gosh. Ugh. It just doesn't work.
You have arrived at your
Enter
destination.
event. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do championship because I can't do it. Launching the Horizon Festival Mexico stage, you'll head south to Mulegay before turning east to follow the edge of the reservoir. See if you can spot the submerged temple of that as you pass by. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I don't know that. So tell me, if these are the recommended cars, and if this is the car I'm driving, why is the car I'm driving all the way over here? This car I'm driving because I like it. It has 7.5 speed and 8.7 acceleration. These other ones, I mean, this one's pretty good, but it doesn't match the speed. Yeah, I mean, anyhow. I am having fun with the game. It's just that sometimes it's like, nah, I don't. Obviously people don't understand, but that's okay. I'll just be an adventure lesbian in a shiny car. And here we go, this is the other end of the spectrum of things here. Where you play one of these just races that's lying around on the map. And you can use whatever car and tune you like. And you just leave the rest of them in the dust. So I get the feeling they expect people to have played the previous ones for this. There we go, they're way behind. Yeah. So is that basically telling me then that are you going to tell me about a new thing I can do now?
Horizon Mexico can't get enough of you. You're one of the biggest superstars we've ever had. So what if we put you in the Hall of Fame? You're on your way there anyway. Let's just take it one adventure at a time.
Of course, I can't do any of these, but these are some of the story things you can unlock. So basically, I've unlocked a bunch of these because I keep getting these, and
you want to set up a new
I
street
haven't.
racing outpost, eh? Let's say I know a guy in Guanajuato.
haven't even started a lot of these because...
Why don't I hook you up with Ramiro and the
No,
extremely
don't.
mysterious unknown racer who runs meetups in Guanajuato?
I want to do other things. Because look at this map at the moment. Look at all these things I can do. And then they just keep going, here's a new thing, here's a new thing, here's a new thing, here's a new thing. I'm sure you can understand.
Turn around when it is safe
Oh,
to
that's
do
okay. I will know not to play this game in the future. It's not helping. Like I said, I am enjoying it, but it's just a lot. That's not the problem. And of course, just because I have issues with it, you might, yes, bye. Ugh. Let us carry on.
You
Oh
have
gosh.
arrived at your destination.
Ah, this is what I want to do, because I want to look for something. And of course it's night when I want to look at something, isn't it? What are we doing? Just generally driving around. There's probably a way to make this a little bit more sensible to find things. So let's try and section this kind of thing off a little bit. Looks very similar to a thing that I was looking at previously. Now there are some things around here, but I don't think it'd be marked on the map. So let us try and have a look around here. Yeah, these are things that are marked, but they're very obviously marked. Is it? I don't know. I don't think that's it. No, that's not it. I mean, Stars, if you're still watching, is this kind of thing going to kind of be spoilers as well? Oh, where am I? Right, where do I want to look for next? I'm trying to go for like smaller areas and stuff like that. So if I go back through here, gosh, there's a thing here too. Is it hiding here? Hiding here. There it is. There we go. So where am I? I want to cross over this road here. Do exploration. Oh, I've kind of gone out of the area as well. I mean, if Stars is not watching, then obviously that gives me more stuff to look at, but if you are watching, Stars, please do let me know. Let's go in front of the trees first, because it's possibly unlikely to be here. Let's look back through here. More places to hide. Hang on. In the right place? I think I'm in the right place still, that's okay. More places to hide in the trees. Guess maybe Stars isn't watching. That's okay. Go to give someone a lift. Okay, cool. Go wild. Well, at the moment I'm looking for this thing. West, are you enjoying this? Because if you're not enjoying this, I might as well stop. So if the majority of my viewers don't want to watch, then there's pretty much no point in you playing this, is there? What can I do? Go over there. Right. I'm kind of lost. I want to go off this way. You know, very interesting car games. If you want to keep playing because you enjoy it, that's fine. But if I want to play it because I enjoy it, I can do it off stream, really. So if you're not enjoying it, I mean, I'm playing because Star said she was interested in seeing it, but if nobody is watching, I mean, if you want to keep watching, keep playing. If you're watching, please speak up now. But if nobody wants to watch it, then I might as well not bother. Let's explore this little loop at the top here, just in case. Not going to be up there because that's out of the ring now. So it's possibly in this bigger area down here. Drone mode. I don't know if it does or not. That's another thing with this. I'm not. Yeah, this is going outside the circle. I don't know what is and isn't involved. Am I going too far south here now? No. Where am I? I'm getting myself lost, apparently. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Okay, that's fine. There's one of these boards in here as well. I do enjoy the game. It's just that I feel things could be a little smoother, that's all. Yeah. Some of these trees are a little more solid than others. Is that it? That might be it up there. Looks like one of the barns. Yeah, there we go. Find it.
I'll be there in a moment.
That is a 7-liter, 425 brake horsepower Hemi engine, and the scraps of a Dodge Dart.
Let's get it back to the garage. Ayúdame.
So I don't know what that is. It is
I'll
what
get
they
it running
said.
again. Wait until you see this.
But yeah, I think we're going to leave that. Because it seems that it's not a good fit for playing on my stream and such like that. So there we go. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do anything else, actually. Ugh. West, is there anything particular you might want to see? I'll let you give an answer. I'll pop this back over there. And if anybody else wants to speak up in chat, of course, as well, say what they might want to see, then please do so. What if nobody wants to see anything? I was kind of tired already coming into this. That's why I was playing Forza 4, because I didn't feel like playing anything more. Yeah, I didn't feel like playing anything more serious. My head has just completely gone empty on things. Yeah, other things. I'd actually want to do the... I have not tried it. I have not installed it. I don't know. I don't know how big the file is. Actually, I've got a good idea. I've got a good idea. It's a nice, relaxing game. Where hopefully people won't get upset about it. Can move this over here. It's making noises already. Gosh, calm down. We take that off there. We should remove that. Yeah, that'll be already set up for that, so let's not do that. Just something nice, relaxing, and easy. Gosh, you've already got the title bar in here. Hang on. If I knew how big the title bar is, I could set in the exact number of how big it is. Gosh, come on, down to there about. See, there's another way you can do this. We can make it bigger. And then, oh gosh, no, Alt, move it. Oh gosh. There's a scroll bar at the side as well. Hang on, let me sort that out. Currently, I'm just playing OBS. It's very over to the side there, but that's fine. I'll need to change the title of things here. But yeah, I'm going to be playing Forza by myself. If other people who enjoy Forza, who I know, like Chaos or Stars when she's actually around, do want to do some like the co-op stuff, then we can do that. But if it's not good for streaming, that's okay. That's fine. And if the issue was that I was complaining too much, well, I complain about a lot of games. When there's stuff to talk about. But yeah, let us go. I mean, we can go to Classic. Let's just go for Classic at the moment. Yeah, I know how to play it. But yeah. Seems a little unfair to talk about points that the people have brought up, though, when they're not here, so we can leave that. Have you played that Good Life game? Or are you just memeing West? If anybody is unaware, on Chaos' stream, at one point she looked at this TV show called Cop Rock, which was bad. Oh yeah, you can't move those stairs, can you? And it featured a song, which was called The Good Life, I think. You haven't been with the Kickstarter? Okay. Is it one you'd actually recommend? 5, 8, no. Give me something I can use here, please. Do that, I can get rid of that as well. No, I need some kings. Where are the kings? Ace, let's pop an ace over here. Another king. Oh no, not another king, the first king that we've got. And I can get rid of that one. And I wish I could get rid of that one. Pop these over here. Get that out the way. We get anything good, anything. Some queens. Oh gosh. Let us see here. Excited to try so much, just take it and transform into animals. Wow. If you do play it, let me know about it. Let me know if it's good, because that does sound like it would be fun. Right, let's pop that onto here. Will do, thank you. Yay, now I can see this one. Because yeah, I just can imagine with Katie Radio, we could do, yeah. Do you have any suggestions? First one's free. Do you want the new album? You can do that. But if you fancy something else to start off with, we can do that. The Icy Repton one. Okay, let me find that. Repton Rock Icy. Here we go. And then we can have a look at the new album. That sounds good to you? Cool. Obviously, let me know if it's a bit loud. It probably is a bit loud. Probably needs to be more background, doesn't it? Let me tweak things here. Is that a good volume for you? that should be behind my voice and such. What are we looking at now? We'll put this 3 up. Not that it helps us. Cool. See how if anybody does have any questions. We haven't done the Kenty Radio for a long time, have we? Since we haven't done it for a long time, I might as well say, if you want to do it, there's a channel point reward for Kenty Radio. So that was one of the ones I was considering taking off. Because, you know, we hadn't used it for a while, but, you know. Okay, so we can get rid of some 4s now. Oh no, Forza. But yeah. I have complaints because I like it. Actually, we can put the 5s up. What's this on? Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same stack. Never mind. Hang on. Headphones. I keep getting rid of these ones, but I don't know how much it's helping me. It's not doing the auto thing at the moment. There we go, we're missing an 8. An 8 hiding somewhere. There's an 8. Get the 9s. Actually fold out the rest of these. Come on. Give me something. Here we go. This is how we get it. Now click the solve there. It'll do it. Oh no, the music's conflicting. Okay. We had daily challenges, but I think I did them last night. Middle click to clear available. Oh, nice. Yeah, how to play. I think I've seen some of the stuff how to play. I don't know. I don't want to start complaining about instructions again. But I've done these things. But that's just that day. I've got these other days which I haven't done. There's one on here I haven't done, which is one of the pyramid ones. Just in case anybody's unfamiliar with all these games, let's go through each one at the top here. The spider one, I kind of like this one. Let's do just the one suit. Put it on easy. Because I am playing on stream and that, you know, does lower your intelligence level slightly. But yeah, these you have to just stack up a bit like this. So, Queen, Jack, 10, so usual kind of stacking up, but you stack the same colours upon themselves. Yeah, you can't just double click things to get rid of things, unfortunately. We got... The thing with this one is that you've got like loads of different things you can do. Do I want to move that 7 or that 7? This is less cards underneath it, so that's usually my measure to whether I want to remove things. Gosh, so many 3s. Oh yeah, that's the end of that one. This is a very short thing. I think it's designed to be looped. We'll start off with a new album. Here, let's
I felt just like a frog sitting
let me see. Oh, this can move.
I was from everyone screaming and running away till a girl in a red hood saw me and so good. She gave me a kiss and now something's amiss and I'm seeing things a different way.
Frog. And when you kind of run out of things like this, you put some more cards on top of all of them.
The tale that's written for me is one that I can't buy. This is where my story starts. Once upon a life, Rick gave a different view to things I thought I knew. The wolf wasn't bad and the giant was sad. The people kept stealing his things.
Right, so I can move here. So we need a king, we need these ones here. So we just need a king, we can put these on, and it'll clear all these. We don't have one at the moment, of course. That does have you over there, so let's move that.
Once upon a life, once upon a life.
Yeah, unfortunately it kind of highlights which ones you can kind of move as well.
Till we stand and cry. No one left behind. Once upon a life, life will pass us
Do we... I'm not sure there's much more we can do at the moment from this position. That 7-6 and a bunch of other things over here. We don't have a spare 9 for that. We do have the jack, so let us
princesses wear their dresses, and I guess
move
it's
that.
fine by me. The one I get to wear is just so dull and unappealing. But stresses make their messes
That
and
can go on
presses
here.
down on me until I'm
Annoyingly
just
on
shaking
there.
apart. Misery and dreaming. I wished upon a star. I wished I could find happiness. I waited for so long. And when I found my truest kiss, it opened up my eyes. I saw
This is getting very long here.
I'm the prince, and now I see I can't
Put
be
the 5 on there as well. Another 4.
I'm gonna be there.
3 and 2. An ace. We need to get one of these jacks free, don't we? Let's see. Hey, you over here.
Enshrined inside my mind, I feel inclined to
Yep, so all we need to get is the stack underneath here onto here, so we need a jack. Let's go over there, but then I still need to get rid of all space. There's another king, oh no.
I'm gonna be there.
Um,
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be free. I gotta be
we
me.
can move. Hang on, come on. That can move on to here. And Ace can move on to here. Those can move out of the way. And this whole thing will go there. So it's just a stack here, so... Aha!
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be free. I gotta be me. I'm gonna be
Just,
there.
yeah, all the way up to here. Gosh. It's going to be slightly dangerous to do, but let's see, 8 can go on a 9. Okay, these can go over here. Let's pop that on there. Try and unearth as much as possible.
The British Thomas told me that I bring shame on our family, and why do I want to be the Abernathy?
Go back over here now. Oh, I got a king. Actually, I need to pop this over here, don't I?
But she won't believe my story, and she wants me to be free. So she locks me in a tower, and she throws away the key. Red says I have to be myself, I can't be fun.
Sometimes there's just so much to look at, isn't there? Figure out what you can or cannot do here. But I think I have to move one of these. If it's straight back again. Okay. Smooth that over here. Onto here. Go over here. Queen. Smooth that one. I did think about adding something extra to the song, but I thought it kind of was okay as it was. Need some jacks. They can be in this pile over here, or they can be under here. I think that's it for there. So, yeah, these can go on here. This needs to come off, which it can. And these can go on here. What can I do? I have to stay here in my room. I have to face this doom and gloom. Big stack of them. Obviously, because I set them up as a big stack of them. Oh dear, there you go. So we've got this. We need a 10. We don't have a 10. So we really ideally need to move this and this. And that's not a 10, but that's fine because we have 2 stacks left here. So we need to move this 2 now. And then that can move on to... We don't have any jacks. They're all going to be in here then. We try and organise things so they're reasonable. A7, this huge long thing of these. Yeah, the best thing to do here is just kind of like just arrange them sensibly and then put these cards on top. Go there, that can go there. Go into here. Oh gosh. Click the right place. Go on here. A bunch of kings and things. Is this all arranged? Looks like it. Oh no, we've got 6 here to go into the 7 there. And this... Well, we could move this over here. And let's do that, but... in order to use that, you need to have all the columns filled in. So, no, select one of them. And we should be able to complete things now. Can I move that off? I can, yep. Over there. And... Oh gosh, no, click things. Those, and complete that. We've got an ace. A rogue ace. There we go. That on there. That on... Oh, no. That on there. There's other music. What we can do, there are options. Turn the music down. Did that happen? It did happen. Okay. We have free sound. People probably know about free sound. Oh, that's good. What I usually try to do here is try and find out where like the lowest cards are that need to be found and dig them out. So where's the other ace? The other ace is all the way down here. Don't have a 7. Red 7s are here and here, so that's awkward. King and queen, still awkward. An 8. Don't have a red 9 easily available. There's a red 9 there. And there. And that can go on there. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could just... Let's just do it. Put all these up here. And pop that on. Pop that on there. And then what? Need to find the 2s. 2s over here. Could dig that one out by moving that over here. Actually, we've got an 8. And free up some cells. Free cells. Maybe wants to buy a cell. Got a free cell going. And let's move. I don't know why I'm doing, but I'm moving those. Red 9. Oh gosh. No, hang on. Different to what I thought. I finally show the world the princess I was meant to be. I'm gonna let my head down and break myself free. Looking for the 2s really, aren't we there? Kind of just messing around, so I can dig that out there. This one's hiding a bit. Not an easy way. Oh, you can move those. It's the most difficult. Yeah, especially on some of these. I've got medium difficulty at the moment. Because you have to be bold with some of these choices. So, well, it might work and hopefully it does. But yeah, good thing would be get a red jack. The red jack, and we've got 9, 8. We'll go over to here, but then we've already got that. A lot of these things are just being pains. Just dig it out. For the fun of it, and that moved out as well, okay. And then this 2. Move that one. Oh, I did it anyway. I can undo. It's got an undo here, but I can go over there. Be nice if I can get like this up here, but you know, move this one across. Kind of useful there. 4 can move out the way. The 8 can move on to the 9. 7 can move on to that, and we get the 2 free. So let's just do that. For the fun of it. That can just go away. We need some 3s. Where are my 3s hiding? Oh dear. Oh no. Do you ever feel like you've made a bit of a mistake? Yeah, both of the 3s I need are in this stack. And then we've got this big thing here, which ideally would move elsewhere. Can we move any of these other ones out of the way? We've still got all of this. We can move more things. Well, we possibly could move more things onto there. Well, we can. by doing something like this. That 5 can go away. So ideally, we would really kind of like want like something like this here and stack all them up on there, but these have to go somewhere else to start off with, if they can. Yeah, if that doesn't work there, we can move it. But yeah, it's difficult. If I do this and this, I can unearth some things here. Yeah, that. Brrrum. Okay. And I can just go up there. Go over here. This, unfortunately, is the opposite stack to this. We can't do anything with that. But no, those aren't the ones I want. Just doing the same thing over there. Let's undo that. I got confused. That can go. Do that. Nice. Oh, we can do that. Okay. So then that means we can do this. No, it doesn't. But put another 5 on there. Yeah, there's not. There's some lower ones to move them over to. I'll just move a few of them. See, a lot of the jacks, yeah, pretty much all the jacks are tied up in here as well. Oh, this is the problem. So a lot of this problem is of my own devising. Yeah. I normally just don't count things out and try to do it. Just try it and see if it works. Need something. That could actually go over there, couldn't it? And then we can move that over here, and then we should be able to move that over there. Aha. We've got a big, nice. Ugh, didn't mean to do that. We've got a big, nice stack here of these. Big, nice stack here of these. Still need to unearth these 3s from here, but if we move those across, that 3 can move out, and then we've got the jack to move on to other things, so this is good. Excuse me. Down to there. Oh, it's all in it. Yeah, that can move over there then, that can move over there, and then, ta-da! No? What else do we have hiding? The 8, okay. There we go. I thought I told you to stop doing music. Apparently that's sound effects rather than music. Get raising. Right, pyramid. To add things up to 13, I think, on this one. So this and this.
Will it be all that you're dreaming? Will you come out of this?
I can't remember the queens. Useful to get rid of other things as well. So that.
Ever now, can't you tell what you're doing to me? Cast a spell and we'll see what I'm gonna be. Will I shrink? Will I grow? Will I see? Will I know where I came from this endeavor?
Yes,
Will I understand whatever it means to be changed forever? Ever now.
Those can go straight away. So yeah, we need some things that aren't here. Still haven't appeared. Get rid of those. It doesn't really help or change anything. We can do that. Yeah, 3 and 10, 8 and 5. Where are we? This and that, that and that, that, 9, 4, 10 and 3, king out the way, and we have 3 now. That's all we're looking for. There we go. And then we need 7. Come on, there we go. 7 and then 5. There we go. And that's what that's like. And then we have the tri-peaks, which looks kind of similar. But then you've got to go up and down from this here. So this can either go up to a 2 or down to a king. We don't have any kings, so 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. And nowhere to go from there. That. Do you want to go down or up? Let's go down. Hello! I finished a couple of games while you were gone. Is there any of these ones that you don't know about, West? Between Klondike, Spider, Free Cell, Pyramid and Tri-Peaks.
Well, I hate to tell you, kid, but I have to drop this spoiler warning. Even though I've got the magic trinkets,
I know, it's from 10. Don't know from 10. 8, 7, 8, 9. That's it. 2. Nowhere to go from there. I should have gone down, I think. 4, 5. Okay. Queen, king, queen. Played this a few times, that's okay. Dropped hearts. I may have played before, I just can't remember what it's like. 9, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So, I've looked at all of those. What is this? Spider Mini. Challenge 1. Spider. Whatever this is. Complete 3 stacks. Okay. Play the game, try Pixie Pyramid with the King's the last removed from the board. That's a little achievement, whatever thing I got there.
Well, I'm glad you got this far. I'm glad I'm also here with you. Even though no pile of gold or buried treasures at our feet. Everything we are.
I think was that it? But no, we had a little extra. This might be it. Yeah.
It couldn't change the person we became. You still have to Be the heroine of your own story. The magic weapons.
Of course, the rest of those can go in there as well. Do we have a 5? We don't have a 5, do we? Because we could complete a thing if we had a 5. 8 can go over here. These can go onto these.
They'll try to throw it all at you. So stand and brace yourself. And if the world can't save you, save yourself.
Apart from this huge stack on here, which we can't do anything about at the moment, and this one on here. Apart from these small things, there can be 5s. We do have a 5, so we can use that on this. So 1 complete. Yeah. Unfortunately, these aren't connected. 7 can go on 8, can go on 9. There's no 10. Dang it. 2 on 3. 5. 3. That can go over here. 5 can go on a 6 and 6 can go. The problem I have with this is just my clicking really is the issue. I can move this, but then that doesn't really get me very far. I can move that, but that doesn't get me very far either. Let's move that off. Move that off. 3 unfortunately can't go anywhere. So I think that's it. 7, 8. Yeah, come on. Those can go on there. Can go on there. 4's go on a 5. So we have the stack here. I would really need, okay, a bunch of those, and then that in there. Can move the 10. Oh no. Those. I don't know how many 6s. That can go over here though. We have a 6. What do we want the 6 for this? 2 to go on, oh, 3 to go on a 4. That can go on there. So where are we? We still need a 10, but all of that can go on there. Ah, and an ace. So we just need save this. Can we move anything else around? I can move that to reveal this. Give us another king. Just really need a 10 from all of this. More organising we can do. Yeah, let's go. What are we doing? We wanted a 10. Did we get a 10? Don't know that we did. Oh dear. Now we have annoying things in annoying places. This is really quite a thing, isn't it? Because there's 8 here. Got some 7s we can put on it, but that's not really going to help us because there's still the 8 left on there. There's no way we can move 8 2 in this one here. 5's on this. Not that it would help. Well, I did that. Don't know if that's a good thing. I'll undo that because I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to click off. Yeah, things can be moved around, like, yay. But little point in that. This, so 9s and 4s can go on that. No, we need 10 for this. We need to get rid of this 8 when we can't get rid of the 8 because same argument as before. Well, no, that can... So does it make sense to put this on here? Or should we move it somewhere else? Probably more sensible to put it over here, I think. There's no queens to put on top of them, and no spaces to put this in. Jack, can't move that anywhere. Any 10s to put on it? No 10s. If we had 10s, we'd be able to complete this, more or less. Go on there. And yeah, we need 9s. I don't have that. So this is the last ones. There's probably some hiding under here. Do we have 10s? We do have 10s. So if we can move things, we can do this. 10 over there. Really, we just need to unearth this. We do that like this. Ugh, no, do it. Do it! Come on. Oh, we need a 10, don't we? Or we can do that, and then we can... It worked. There's so much to say for elegance here. It's challenge 2. So I say score challenge there. 700, let's try that. Don't know any 6s. So, just to keep things together, which I know can work for the future. We don't have any 6s, we don't have any queens, we could get something there. I mean, very close to the score, like over halfway there. Let's move the king off. Let's move the king off. Nope, okay. Carry on then. So we only queens, which we don't have. And something else which I forgot. 6 can go on a 7. Yeah, that's what we wanted. So then we can pop this onto here. We have a queen as well. And that doesn't quite get us the score. We don't have another queen. So it's taking down our score, is it? Okay. Interesting. I hadn't been paying attention to what the score was doing. I'd imagined it was going up, but it seems to be going down as well.
This is not my happy ending, but I won't feel sad at all. Cause I got to
Thank you.
where I wanted, and I also had a ball. Ever after, there'll be laughter. This isn't where the story ends. Cause I know
Move
just
that out.
who I am now, and I know
Do
who
that.
are my friends.
Because we can't still move that, but keeps things organised a little bit.
Happy ever after.
Oh, that's not a... Ah. Things can move, but what good they do. I mean, it's the wrong stack. Meant to move that over there. So these can go on that. It really needs to go on to 9 in order to go on to... Okay, the jack. Was there a jack? I think I got confused. But we can move... No. Ah. This is how it goes. Happy ever after that nobody knows. This is not the start and this is not the end. Where are we going now? Over here. We need a jack free, but that can go over there. But there's no 6s. Yeah, I think we're just kind of stuck doing this. Not right. Yes, 7. Gosh. It's annoying. Move that, we can clear a stack, and we probably might get the score. So yeah, we've got an ace which we can't do anything with. We've got full stack there, an 8, which we can't do anything with there. That same, that's same, that's same. No 10s. No, we can't do 10 because it's not full stack. 6. The 4 if we can move the jack, but yeah. Hopefully we can do something from here because this is what we have. 6 can move on there. These can move on to here. These can move on to here. That can move on to there. That can move on to there. Down to 6, which we can do this. They get the points before. 3 onto the 4, jack onto here. That can move off. That's a big stack. There we go. We got it. Challenge 3, some more points. To solve it. Okay. Oh, this is all we get, is it? Okay. Let us see. I could look ahead and all that kind of thing, but But obviously there's a lot of cards here to look at, and that makes things difficult. Can do that. Okay. Okay, so that's the end of the album. Any other things which people might want to listen to. Using roast potatoes, which I haven't heard a lot. Actually, I can move all of this. So I would need a 4. I don't really want to hide the 4. Let's move out. Let's move out of the way. But need a 10. We might be hiding. Let us see what's hiding. It's a 4, which is useful. Move that and move that. Seems like we could do that. These can move on to here. Made a 5, 4, 3. Then a 1, which we do actually have over here. Now what? 4, we have another 5. We also have 6, 8, 9's on there. Going to have to start just moving things into these spaces. Well, what we can do is do that. We have only 10s available to us to do. So really we need from 2 down. Down to there. Move that into a space. It didn't really do much. Anyhow, this one here, this can come off here. 10. Yeah, we can do something with that. Queen, might as well move that off. 2, and then we can finish off this here. Just organise things so we have. Oh gosh, well, that has to be on something else. I suppose it can. Go here. Go. No suggestions for things to play. I mean, for music to play. That's all right. Just means I have to think. These can move over. Oh gosh. Move there, that can move there. What else? That down there, that down there, that down there, that onto there. It's going to be a jack underneath here, and then we can finish things up. Oh, kneeling. Fence post, you want the fence post song? We can do that. I mean, you haven't requested through the proper channels, but let's do that. Let's do that as the end song, because I'm thinking now that I started an hour late. I'm still kind of like tired-ish and whatnot. So what we might do is just kind of end what would be on time. So yeah. We can end with the fence post song. I'll have to find it. Where does it live? Should be on here somewhere. Here we go. There it is. So yeah, we'll end on the fence post song. And that. Let's see what Tracy has to say. Tracy, what do you have to say? Cars going room around the track is fun. It is fun to have cars going room around a track. Anything else? Card games are fun. You're playing some of the ones I know. I mean, I played some of those card games. That's quite good. Yeah, I played some of those in my past and whatever. I mean, I've played some Minesweeper and stuff. They do have like a Minesweeper version you can download and whatever, but I just haven't done that at the moment. Yeah, Minesweeper is kind of fun, and all the Solitaire games. I mean, it's quite good to just like spend hours and hours and hours playing that. you can find yourself spending hours and hours on that kind of thing. Yeah. Anything else you want to say? I think that pretty much it. Unless anybody's got any questions, then I think that's pretty much about it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. We can't really wait here until somebody asks, though, can we? Not really, no. So if nobody's got anything to ask, well, that's for you. You can do that afterwards. Okay. But I'm gonna go. Bye, everybody. Bye. Stand and stretch. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be finishing soon, but I can show you that. Doing it. Standing. Doing a stretch. There we go. And your question to Tracy was just bye. That's good. Do you have anything to say to bye, Tracy? Bye. There we go. That's what Tracy has to say to bye. But yeah, there we go. So we do that, and we'll do that. So yeah, I mean, what have we got? It's Friday, so there's a possibility that we may have a Star. Star's got back at all yet? I don't think it was too long ago she went, was it? So we can't ask. But if Stars is feeling up to it, she may be streaming tomorrow. Not yet. That's okay. Let me pop on here. Shout out. So yeah, please go follow Stars here and follow these other people who do stream sometimes on these days here. It seems more likely not at the moment, but you know, if people are busy, people are tired, people have all other problems and such like that, so that's understandable. But yes, I should be back on Sunday. Have you do some Minecraft and that. I haven't actually done anything so far. Kind of like still been busy with other things. I got to be busy to go on a trip next week as well and stuff like that. And it's a lot. And yeah, I need to think about what I'm going to do in that. But it's probably going to be boat related. It looks like the new the new one's coming out. New Minecraft update is coming out soon. Not the one I want, but there is a new Minecraft update coming out soon because they started doing the pre-releases. So that's interesting. And yeah, sorry, my brain just went. Everything's gone. All those thoughts, all those ideas, all those things to say, they just no. Where did they go? Who knows? But yeah, so that is all I think I need to say at the moment. So yeah, I mean, I can probably mention that next Wednesday I won't be doing the stream, but I'll be doing the Amiga magazines on Friday instead. But yeah, so obviously you can join on Sunday some Minecraft before I have to go and do other things and stuff like that. But yeah, it should be like a clear run until like Christmas and past. Then we can, you know, look at a few of the magazines before Christmas, then divert our attentions elsewhere, like the Alien Isolation, which I have got running. It did have some problems. I think it has some crashing out problems as well, but we'll just see how it goes and that kind of thing. I think once it started going, it seems to continue going, but I haven't really played it. I've only got like into the start of the game. I'm just like had to walk around the little introductory area they got. Not clicked on anything, not anything like that. Didn't look at the story. Skipped the story to get to the bit where I could like see if everything was working. It decided it wanted to run on my internal onboard graphics rather than the nice graphics card for some reason. So I was thinking, gosh, this is running slow and bad, and using up all the GPU to do so. So I decided to have a look into that, and it's like, oh, I just need to change this thing. But anyway, so it looks like I should be able to get to work when we need to get to work. That should be not next week, possibly going to be looking into the week after for that. And then we can look at some other things which, we have the penny jar for, which I say we're going to look at later, and we should actually do it. That's why I'm clearing, doing some of the magazines up until just before Christmas. Then I can have a clear schedule to just do some other things, apart from Minecraft, of course, because we still have to carry on doing Minecraft. But yes, anyway, what we need to do is just like end. So what I'll do is I'll just play the fence post song as was requested by West, and so I'll turn that up so you should be able to hear it a bit better and stuff like that. And that is all for today, so thank you for popping by, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye, everybody.
There's a spy in our camp, and I know that they've been talking, saying something when they should be saying nothing, keeping notes when they should be keeping it quiet. So I'll take your word that you're true. You know I trust you. Take it by faith. I am too, and so I must. You question my integrity, 'cause the walls have ears. And when everything's said and done, and our little secrets out in the street, I said it's just between me and the fence post. You know I wouldn't say a thing, I know you wouldn't either. Why think the fence post has been saying things it shouldn't have been? We were covert and quick, and we checked for curtain twitchers, locked all the doors and resisted taking pictures. Swore a blood oath, signed and sealed and cast in fire. So where was the rat that scurried and went squeaking? Where was the tap they left on that started leaking? How did the word get itself beyond these four walls? And when everyone's come and gone and they've all heard what we were trying to hide, I said it's just between me and the fence post. You know I wouldn't say a thing, I know you wouldn't either. Well, I think the fence post has been saying things. I think the fence post has been saying things. I think the fence post should be keeping its counsel. You say that it's done, but it's playing us for fools. It's wouldn't harm, would drive us apart. I'll stake what's left of my reputation on this. to blame anyway. I said it's just between me and things first. You know I wouldn't say a thing, I know you wouldn't either. Well, I think the fence post has been saying things, yeah. I think the fence post has been saying things. Well, I think the fence post has been saying things it shouldn't happen.